coming in at the zero point 0.5 and no problem. Then it got, when it was like $200 to $300, obviously that matrix was very popular. People went all the way up to 1 Bitcoin back when the levels were lower. And as the prices got higher, the levels lessened and people were scrounging around just to get to 0.05 and 0.10. So the 0.02 is helping a lot of people right now get started, get their feet in the door. We had quite a few members already cycled the first day, second day. So it's looking really good. People are definitely optimistic about it. And, let's see. We'll give you guys a few minutes to hop on. How's everybody feeling?
Good. How about you?
Me? I'm good, man. I'm waiting for McLaren to call me to come pick up the car.
I'm about to say, he's doing great. That's McLaren Freddie right there.
I know. Doesn't go well, but.
Well, while before we get started, I guess we can probably ask right now. I doubt it. I mean, I can probably – actually, no, I'm going to say no right now. Next Sunday, guys, is the 24th. That's Christmas Eve. So I can personally say I will be busy. So I'm going to go ahead right now and say that next Sunday we'll probably not have a hangout. So I don't know what you're doing, Alfredo, but I know I'll.
Why? What's next Sunday? Christmas?
That's Christmas Eve.
Oh, you're busy?
Bro, I'm Dominican. I mean, we start the 24th partying, dancing, drinking, and then.
I'll tell you what, man. By the end of this call, if you guys want to come next Sunday, we'll come. If you want that day off to just focus on your family, it's all good, man. I mean, it's 1 hour a week that we meet up, but it doesn't matter. You know, we're gonna start out the new year with some crazy. And look, as a matter of fact, if you think about it, the 24th is Christmas Eve, and then the following week is New Year's Eve.
Right.
So we would be taking 2 weeks off. I know for sure New Year's Eve, forget about it. That's out the question. I don't know any person that should be home just on a webinar. They should be out doing, getting trashed or something. But for those who don't drink, you should be getting trashed anyways.
Yo, what up, Al?
What's up, man? What's going on?
What's up, yo?
Not much.
I gotta get my fucking Latronium.
There it is. I'll tell you the secret with Electronium, bro. This is what I did. I went to YouTube. I went to YouTube and literally just put, how do I buy Electronium? It showed me where to go. You go to Cryptopia.
No, he has it.
I already got it.
Okay.
He doesn't know how to transfer it. I don't get it.
I gotta transfer it over to my wallet. I don't know how to transfer it over to the wallet.
You just go to Electronium, log in, and get a paper wallet. You click on Get Paper Wallet.
You don't even need that. All you need to do is grab the address from Cryptopia.
For Cryptopia, or from the Electronium site, and copy it and put it on Cryptopia.
Just all you gotta do is transfer your Electronium to Cryptopia. You gotta use Cryptopia's address. It's just like. Look, guys, it's just like when you're sending out a mail, okay? When you send somebody mail, you need their email address. You need their address. So they're going to give you their address, and you're gonna send it over there. That's it.
So
no entiendes que es muy complicado.
When's it going to hit $20 per token, though?
How much is it now? I didn't even notice the price.
6 cents.
It's been around 6 or 7 cents, but I said, when's it gonna hit $20?
Oh, that ain't gonna happen.
Yeah, that's gonna take a minute.
Not for a long time.
It's not gonna happen $20, guys. If anybody watched that ICO training I did, I'm not an ICO guru, but some of it's common sense. The circulating supply is way too high. It's never gonna hit $20. We can pray on it all we want. We can start a riot. It's not gonna hit $20. I'm just hoping it hits 50 cents to the dollar.
I don't even think it's not. When's I don't think it's going to hit $1 in a long time.
It could hit 50 cents. It could hit 50 cents, but a
Like
dollar.
50 cents.
They need they need a demand. They need to have something that people want, and that's it. Once that happens and they go mainstream, then it's going to go up. But either way, anybody can cash out now and still make money, you know. But I don't think it's going to hit $20. That's for sure. Too much circulating supply was like 500 million or something.
Yeah, it's up there.
There's way too many. That's what I was teaching you guys on the training the other night. You do simple logic, simple math, you'll figure out how much can you expect of one coin. Actually, I think it's like 5 billion. Hold on, let me check.
It's in the billions, 21 billion.
Yeah, it's some ridiculous number.
No.
I don't know why they made it so damn high.
They made it like the US dollar. They just keep printing them.
It's 5 billion. That's a lot. Bitcoin is 21 million. This is 5 billion. That's a lot. Yeah, so right now the total supply is 5 billion, and they still have some in circulation. So max supply is 21 billion. Wow. So it's not going to hit $20, man. It can never overtake the market cap of Bitcoin. If you want to look at potential, I know this is not an ICO training, but if you want to look at the potential price any crypto can hit, just times their max supply or their max supply by the amount of cents and compare it to Bitcoin's value. If Bitcoin is, I don't know how much billion is it? I'm not. Let me see.
252, I think. 255.
Okay, put it like this. Bitcoin's market cap is 312 billion. No other coin can pass that. So if you times $20 by 21 billion, it's not going to happen. So you got to divide that, you know. Let's think. 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Too many goddamn zeros. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Divided by how many? 5 billion? 1, 3. That's 5,000, 50,000, 500, 5 million, 50, 500. Yeah, it's never gonna hit it. I'm betting that it hits 50 cents or hopefully $1. But again, some company has to pick it up mainstream, man. Some technology has to go wide. Look at Ripple. Ripple is very good, and they barely reached 80 cents, you know, and it took them a while. That's because they got banks and major corporations that are trying to use their technology. So unless they're gonna top that, you know, like I said, just be happy if they hit 50 cents right now. All right, guys. Doesn't compare to retweets. Yeah, this it max $5. Hey, you know, if it hits $1, I'm happy. I'll tell you right there, if it hits $1, I'm good. If it hits $2, even better. But that's, you know, that's about it. We got there's so much competition out there with ICOs. All right, guys, let's get with it. So, Dios, you want to lead us off, man? I got a couple things. I'll piggyback real quick.
Hi, my name is Dios Nelly.
Hey, nice to meet you.
I'm from Jersey. Nice to meet you all. No.
Somebody asked me, and it goes, "Hey, where are you from?" I said, "Earth." They said, "You're like, no, I meant, you know, where are you from?" I said, "The planet Earth. What are you talking about?"
Yeah, no.
I hate when they ask me what's my name. It says right there what it says on my profile.
Right. Shit.
Hello, dear. What's your name? Oh, jeez.
Like,
my name is whatever it says on my profile.
I can see.
Clint said, "Lead off with a prayer." Clint's funny because I was actually going to say that, but I was lead off with a prayer. Pray us in, man. Now, go ahead, brother. Lead us off. I'm going to write down some notes I want to talk about with the new Matrix and stuff, and then we can wrap this up.
I'm not praying. I'm not pretty good at that. But look, guys, at the end of the day, like I did on the live, when was that? Friday, maybe? A few days ago. It's exciting times. I can tell you that New Level is obviously a big difference maker. You know, I don't know about you guys and your teams, but I myself has seen a slowdown in my team. I think I was going from, you know, whether directly with me or under my downline, my team, I was seeing anywhere from I think best case scenario, 5 to 15 new members a week to, down to 1 or 2 a week, right after Thanksgiving when we saw Bitcoin jump up. So that 0.02 has been huge because it gives people the ability to be able to jump in Extreme Coin. At the end of the day, that's what it was all about. That's why we did it. That's why the company did it. A lot of people spoke up. I know I did. I know Alfredo did. I know many of my leaders were coming to me. So at the end of the day, it's been paying off. I've already cycled yesterday, I think, in the 0.02 level. It pays 0.05, and literally it's a feeder level. So it's exciting because it gets people into the second level. And I think what a lot of people, I think, overcomplicate in this business, and you start to see it as you start to see success and you see your team duplicate. Guys, you don't need 1,000 people, 100 people, and I'm going to continue to say that over and over and over. You just need a couple people who are doing what you're doing. That's literally all you need. And then those 2 people do the same thing. Do the same thing you taught them and you did to get more people, and you start to go from the first level all the way to all 7 levels. Now, I've seen other teams that were winning in the beginning and they were doing their things. And, one mistake I saw a lot of them doing is they were just sticking in that one level. They were sticking only at that 0.05 level. The problem with that is if you can cycle on one level, you can cycle on all of them. That's important for everybody to understand. If you can cycle in one, you can cycle in them all, but you better upgrade so that your team does the same thing and follows you. And next thing you know, whether it's in a few weeks, whether it's in a few months, or if it's in the next 12 months, if you get all 7 levels opened up and your 6 people that you cycle do the same thing, you're making 15 to 17 Bitcoins in 12 months. Last time I checked, I think that's just under $300,000. So who here right now is making $300,000 online or at a job? Not many of us. So, and I like, keep your hands down, Alfredo. And right. I like to say that because look, whether you came, and I'll say MCA, whether you came in MCA, you came in other businesses, guys, you need a lot more people to make near $300,000 in many other businesses. I don't know them all. I've been in several of them, but I can tell you is you don't need 1,000, 100. You don't even need 50 direct signups. You just need a couple people who are willing to do what you're doing, who find people who want to do the same thing and duplicate and then upgrade and open up every level, and you're going to make near 300,000. It'll be more because obviously we see how Bitcoin's trending. But I think that's the message a lot of people miss. I know we've been seeing some people who just are confused. They're really not too sure. They're not happy about the new level. And they say, well, now it's going to be even harder to get the 0.05 level. I'm confused by that logic or that thinking because I'm thinking to myself, well, if they couldn't get on 0.05, how are they going to get to 0.02 anyways? And if they couldn't get into 0.05, at least the 0.02, maybe they can save that up in less time. And then they're able to jump in finally into the business, eventually cycle, and then finally come in the 0.05 level. So it's a win-win. It's exciting times. I'm happy to start seeing the team growing again because of this new level. And I know there's still some technical issues with the new level because most of my people, I think, who have been coming in, they have.
I'll touch up on that because I get to see what's going on. So
okay, cool.
Well, Dios' team has been taken off with the 0.2. Dios, while I talk, think about. I know we've talked about this before, but I want you to really give me. I know I asked you this again. Give me 3 tips before the end of the call on leadership, because whatever it is you're doing is working, and maybe some people need to follow your example. I think, if I can contest, I think communication is definitely one of the major keys. I've mentioned this in a lot of my trainings, guys. The more points of communication you have with your team, the better. Facebook groups is one of the best. If you don't have, everyone should be part of the group, but you should also create your own eventually and just lead your people. Okay, they look for someone that they can trust. Think about a band playing with what do you call them things? A maestro? Like, they would be all over the place. They need a maestro. They need someone to lead them in the right direction. They need someone who's in communication with the company, with whoever, to lead them right and tell these people what to do. Skype groups, Facebook groups, emails, what else? Even a text group if you have it. I know Alex Z has everybody on a text blast. He does that, but I think the most relationship building form of communication is Facebook groups. Also, you have a WhatsApp group too, which I think is very helpful, especially to the people in Latin countries who don't have a lot of resources like we do. So I'll let you touch up on that. But I wanted to tell you guys that the two things about the Onyx level to 0.2. First of all, please, we found a systematic error where when people are signing up for the O2 and their sponsor doesn't have it, they're getting lost, okay? So please make sure your sponsor has the level first. I told you guys this the very first time that this thing launched. For that reason, hasn't been any emails going out to the unpaid members yet. So we want to make sure everybody is in position the way they're supposed to be before we start notifying the rest of the thousands and thousands of members who signed up and never activated. They still don't know that there's a lower level in existence. So when that happens, you guys might end up seeing more people automatically signing up because they got an email letting them know that it's now cheaper to get in. So just be prepared for that, okay? Make sure your sponsor has it first. Very important. There are, and it has nothing to do with Extreme Coin, but blockchain, all these systems are getting overloaded with transactions. I mean, I get warning signs every freaking, when I log into blockchain, I get a warning alert. System is what does it say now? It says it right here, right in front of me. Alert, increased network traffic. The Bitcoin network is currently experiencing record usage. So the confirmations are taking a lot longer. It has nothing to do with Extreme Coin. It has to do with how long these confirmations are taking to go through. Coinbase will tell you the same thing. So just because you send a payment out, it doesn't necessarily mean that your level is activated. So all you have to do, guys, if it's been a couple of hours, please write this down, take note if you haven't activated yet. If you notice it's been a couple of hours and your level is still inactive, just write a ticket. Use the back office ticket system. You'll get answered a lot faster. Do not use the email address. It's not being checked like it used to. You need to check you need to write a support ticket from the back office and say, hey, I sent the payment. It's not activated yet. They can find the payment. If you sent it through the system, through the back office, they can find it and activate you a lot faster than it doing it on its own. Please, I don't want to see people getting all mixed up all over the place. Make sure your level is active first. Make sure your sponsor's level is active first before you jump on. Simply ask them if they don't plan to join it. That's fine. At least they know about it. The level 2 is the level 02 is a feeder level only. It's not meant for you guys to start parading and making all this money on it. It's meant to help people get 0.05 to jump to the next level. I think that's all I wanted to say about that. I'll answer a couple of questions somebody asking. Okay, so for people who bought Bitcoin at 0.5, they should buy. Okay, you could elaborate on that. A lot of people have joined the 0.5, and that's fine. If that's the level they want to join, that's great. But remember, you guys have to look at it this way. If you had 10 people join the 0.5, there's probably a 20 or 30 that couldn't afford to do it. So we're focusing on the 20 or 30 people that couldn't afford to get in at 0.5. Does that make sense? Forget about the people that paid. They paid. They already made a commitment. They're in. They're good no matter what. They don't have to join the 0.2 if they don't want to. That's fine. But think about the rest of the people who could not afford to get in. Those are the people that you're given a second chance to. That's what you need to focus on. That's it. So nobody should be looking at this like, oh, now I'm not going to cycle my 0.5. You wasn't going to, like they say, you wasn't going to cycle it anyway if people couldn't afford to get in. What's the freaking difference? If they couldn't, they had an issue paying it before this, the 0.2 level, they're still going to have the same issue. It didn't change anything except now they could come in at a lower level, which gives them an opportunity to get in. You still earn a commission, and it gives them a chance to move up when they earn a commission on the 0.5. So there's nothing that nobody should be looking at other than that, realizing that people can now have a lower way, a better way to afford it. That's all. Guys, think about it. Look, if you, anyone here, I don't care what it is, anyone here, you're shopping for a Lamborghini, right? I have to use this as an analogy. You shop for a Lamborghini, it's always $300,000, $300,000, $300,000. Yeah, some people paid for it, some people paid for it. Other people bought it, they can afford it. All of a sudden, they come out with a $100,000 entry-level Lamborghini, right? You're going to get mad because you paid $300 for yours? No, it's a different model. It's helping people that never were able to afford one to now afford one. And now they could spend $100,000 and still get a Lamborghini. That's it. I don't know how else to think about it, but when I think cars and stuff, that's what I think. I mean, hey, look, the McLaren one I got is the entry level, but it's fine. I don't want to pay $350 for a 720 right now. I'd rather wait for the price to drop. You know, the best bang for buck is the 570, and that's what I got. I don't need the 650. I'm not racing anyone unless there's a cop trying to chase me. I'm not racing anyone. I'm not going on the track. It's just for, you know, to go to the store and get milk and stuff. I don't need something that's going to take me 0 to 60 in 1.2 seconds. I just need a car. You know, so I'm very happy with the 570 and with the decision to buy it, and I can't wait to get it. And that's the entry level McLaren. That's the one that you can get for only $200,000. The rest of them cost more. So with that said, who's ready to buy a Lamborghini at entry level? Yeah, guys, I'll open up to you, man. You guys are welcome to ask questions, say things. Like I said, we only do these calls for you. So if you have any questions regarding the level, regarding marketing, anything, please shoot it.
Hey, I have a question.
Favorite brand. Good stuff, man. This is my first one, so hopefully I'll like it too. The funny thing is I haven't test drove it at all. I'm just trusting that it's going to be a great car. You know, I haven't test drove it. I don't know how it runs. I'm pretty sure I won't complain. I haven't seen any negative. Anyone seen any negative views on the McLaren? I've never seen anyone say anything negative about it. So I don't know.
I just want to clarify something.
Sure.
Just I say it was my question about that because on my team, two people, they are stuck really between two levels. I mean, they bought their first level 005 with around $80 something. So they already have one legs in each side, but doesn't make sense. It's a little bit hard for them to buy again 0.02, you know, and how they will be sure that if the new person complete the first cycle be in the same second level with them. I don't know if it's clear, my question. You know,
it's kind of clear. You're saying that if people cycle, what's the guarantee that they're going to jump to the next level?
Yeah, with them. I mean,
can I tell you something? It all comes down to you. You're the leader. They listen to whatever you say. Dios can tell you more about how his team is running the organization. If you tell people, hey, it's okay, just make money there all day long and let's go, you know, pop some bottles, that's what's going to happen. But you're the leader. You're the one that's making your team move. You tell them exactly what to do and why it's beneficial. You know, people should really start at the highest level they possibly can, and you should be working your way down. That's what salesmen do. Salesmen go for the highest price. They don't go for the lowest price, and then hopefully you work your way up. They start at the highest price and work their way down so people can afford. Your team is doing good. You're doing good. You're doing the right thing. Just keep doing what you're doing, right? If people cannot afford it, then you mention the lower level. But if they're fine with paying 0.5, then keep doing what you're doing. They don't have to buy that level. It's only if they can afford to come in at the 0.5. That's it.
Okay, I got you.
Okay, and as always, you know, if you need help, you can hit me up at any time. And what else? New fees and payouts. I believe, Elaine, everything's the same except the 0.2.
So I don't know if you can hear me or if you responded.
Who's that? I'm sorry.
Mark.
No, what was the question, Mark?
No, I was just going to say, just in the interest of transparency, as you're presenting to prospects, I wouldn't say hide the 0.02 and see if they could afford the 0.05. I would just let them know all the options and let them decide.
Exactly.
Yeah, I wouldn't bring the 0.02 out later like, oh, if you can't afford the 05, there is a 02.
It's really,
because that's a credibility issue.
It's you're not hiding it. You don't. I mean, it's all about how the message is delivered, guys. It's there on the site. You can't hide it. You can't go on the site and disable the level. So they're gonna see it regardless. But you know, it just comes down to leadership, man. If you guys are comfortable saying, look, this is the level we've been rocking. This is the one that pays out 0.15. Just go for it. You know, tell them. You know, you don't have to use that level if you don't want to. It's totally optional. But I see a lot of people are comfortable paying the 0.2 because of the price. And I understand there's got to be a balance, you know. For the people that paid 0.5, they didn't lose anything. The level's still there. They're still going to earn the 0.15 no matter what price the price of Bitcoin is. So anything else, guys?
Hello, are you listening me?
Yes, we hear you.
Alfredo, I am asking about one thing.
Sure.
I have entered in 0.05 before a month ago, but I am unable to get someone in this. So I have one question to you. If there is any possibility to convert 0.05 into 0.02 and get out 0.03?
No, the only reason why that can't happen because it's a matrix. Once you're in the matrix, you're in, and you're a physical part in the matrix. So we don't. That can't happen. It's going to mess up the whole matrix. If you want to work that level, you're going to have to activate it yourself. Now, if you start getting people into 0.02 and they can start cycling and affording the next level, then you still have that level there. Then you could bring them right over.
Okay, I am working on both. If people were entered, if anyone entered in 0.02, then complete their metrics into 0.05, then he will also enlist of my domain in future.
I'm sorry, I didn't understand the last part. Do you guys understand what he said at the
I
end?
am asking you if anyone entered in 0.02 metrics,
Yeah.
then after completion of his domain, then he will in my domain in future.
Yes. Anybody who comes in 0.02 and they cycle, they'll go into your 0.5.
Yes.
Yeah. You guys, just keep in mind, anyone you sponsor, no matter what level it is, they're locked to you. They're locked in under you no matter what. So you're always going to get them in your matrix, you know, at any point, as long as you sponsor them. You don't lose them to other people.
Right.
So if they came under 0.2 and they decide to go into 0.5, they're going to follow you. They're only going to follow you because you're the sponsor.
Right. Thank you.
No problem.
Alfredo, it's like where I'm confused about the levels, and I apologize for being confused, is because you added the onyx, you know, at 0.02, and then you say all the others are the same, which means that there's 7 more levels, right?
No, there's 6 more. The last one is being eliminated.
Oh, the extreme coin. Okay. So my question, okay, I'm glad I wasn't sure. I never got that before now somehow. Okay, so sapphire, pearl, ruby, emerald, diamond, blue diamond.
Yeah, exactly. All the levels are the same.
Okay.
They just got they just shifted over one.
Okay, my question here would be like I'm not sure about the payouts. Because at all the levels, you get triple payout and there's enough to upgrade for the next level, right?
Yes.
I'm not sure what the payout would be for the one.
It's 3.
It's 3, but then when you go to blue diamond, it's 3. So there's no, like when you triple, there's not enough to, there's no money in your bank account, I guess. Like, you know, all the others you keep some to upgrade, and this one there's none. That was my question, if that was staying like that, you know.
Yeah, that's going to stay like that. Actually, it was 4, so it's going to be moved down to 3. So you actually just even out and move on to the next level.
So
at that point, if you worked your way up, you sure got a lot of money in your bank because all the other levels already paid you.
Yeah, no, I know that.
Yeah.
I know it's like, so that's why I needed to have that confirmed.
Yeah,
I know I wrote it several times, but I was just wanting to understand, like, if you had modified some of the payouts. Okay, yeah. Thank you.
That's how everything falls. Yeah.
I have a quick question again.
Sure.
Can we just like activate the first matrix for someone in the same team just by using his username? I mean, can I do that from my balance to activate?
Yes, of course.
Okay, just using his username, right?
That's it. In the system, guys, anybody can activate anyone if you have Bitcoin in your balance.
Okay, got you.
You have two options. You can activate anyone in your downline, or you can sell some of your Bitcoin to anyone in the system. I don't know if you guys know that. If you just go to transfer Bitcoin over to someone's username, it don't matter if they're, no matter where they are in the company, all you need is their username.
Okay, got you.
No problem.
Thanks.
Got to make it easier for everyone.
Nice.
Cool, man. Any other questions? Anything else rocking out? Anyone have any strategies or something? Oh, guys, I can share with you what I've been doing if you haven't noticed. And I can almost bet my whole Bitcoin wallet that Billy knows too, because Billy knows exactly what I do. I just been running value-based Facebook Lives once a week. Again, I look at my numbers, I look at my stats, I look at everything. And out of anything I've ever done or did, Facebook Lives, given value and teaches something, just gets the highest response. The highest positive response on top of that. Like what negative can you say if someone just spent an hour learning something with you for free? You know, now they see you as an authority. They see you as someone who has knowledge. They see you as someone that they can trust, and that you are open and willing to give them information, valuable information for free on your own time. They'll be more than willing to look into what you have to offer after that, versus than just trying to sell them up front and they have no idea who you are, and they just feel that you're just trying to take money from them. That's just a normal thing. You know, and you walk into a store and right away the guy wants to sell you something. You're going to think, oh, this guy's a freaking salesy salesman. But you walk into the same store and the guy says, anything I can help you with, I'll be happy to explain this and that. Like, honestly, who would you give the business to? You got one guy that just comes in, hey, buy this, you know, this is the deal, this is it. And then another guy says, what do you need? What are you looking for? Let me help you. Let me teach you about this. Let me show you why this is better than that. And they honest with you and tell you, look, even if the price is higher, I think you should get this. This is more what you're looking for. Who would you buy from? Who would you trust? All right? Someone just educated you on a whole product. You're going to buy from that, and you're going to make sure you give them the credit. So that's why value-based Facebook Lives once a week, I think, are critical for anybody in this marketing space. Everyone here, there should be no one here struggling to get leads. And if you're struggling to get leads, it's because you're not listening to what I'm saying. Facebook Lives once a week. Guys, you don't have to be a professional to sound like one. Just Google the topic. For God's sake, just Google the topic. Find like the first 5 or 6 sites that are ranked for that topic. I don't mean ads, but if they're naturally ranking, that means they have good content. Google will not put garbage content on the first page. With hundreds and hundreds of thousands of people competing for those keywords, you can rest assured that they're not going to put garbage content on the first page. Google the topic. What do you think I did for ICO? I'm not an ICO expert, but I knew enough to sound like one. I just Googled, how to make money with ICOs. What's the best way to make money in ICOs? How to be in profit for ICOs? How to make $1 million? And I just took a little bit from each site, and I learned myself. I compressed it into a short Facebook Live with 4 topics, and that's it. That's all you gotta do. Listen, this week I'm gonna teach about how to get funding and financing. Okay, same thing DA will teach you. Why? Because they need you to know these things so you can buy their products, right? So if people are only relying on what they have in their bank account, you can forget about it. I got people screenshotting me with negative bank accounts all day long, and I want to do this. Great. How much do I have to invest? Nothing. My account's negative. What do you want me to do for you? I can't help you. There's not much I can do, man. I wish I could. I wish I could just go around and give everyone money and join here and join that, but it doesn't work that way. So there are resources and methods in order for people to get funding, and some people just don't know how to do it. Guys, I'm asking everyone right here. One of the methods. Has anyone ever tried PayPal Working Capital? Anyone here? Raise a real hand, virtual hand. Okay. Anyone ever successfully got a loan from them? How much did you get, Helen? Heidi, how much did you get, Heidi? Your mic is muted.
I think I got like $4,000.
$4,000. How hard was it to get?
It started off with like a couple thousand, and then I kept using PayPal Credit. It's PayPal Credit, so I don't know if that's the same thing as what you're talking about.
PayPal Credit, I think, is different.
Oh, okay.
It's like a credit card. PayPal Working Capital. Guys, Everybody on this call should Google it right now. Matter of fact, I'll do it for you. Okay. If you're making sales, if you're doing any kind of business in PayPal, hold on a second, PayPal working capital. I'm going to show you right now. Okay. And this is something I'm going to talk about on the Facebook Live. I didn't know about this. It was in my face all the time. I just didn't know. No one told me about this, right? So let me put it right here. Okay.
I think it's only available in the US though. It's not available in Canada.
Okay. I'm not sure. Like,
no, we'd like to, but it's not here yet.
Like I said, this is just one way.
But it's a great feature. Like,
yeah, and you know, it has nothing to do with your credit. So if anyone says, "Hey, my credit's horrible," that's not what they're basing their loan on. They're basing it on how much sales you make in PayPal. So if anyone here ever sold a JVZoo product, ever sold any training, ever got money from PayPal, anything, you have a shot. The worst they could say is no, but it doesn't affect your credit. They don't check your credit report. They don't run your social. They just simply base it on your sales. For the first time I tried it, I got $8,000. I didn't really need it, but it was just nice to have. I used it to pay my affiliates in DIM, right? It was nice to have that balance there to pay them right away. So I used it for that, and then I paid it right back. They take a percentage, like Jennifer said, they take a percentage from every sale that comes in. So you don't even have to pay it back on your own. Every sale that comes in ever, they take a small percentage out and pay themselves back. So anyone looking for quick funding, that's just one resource. You fill it out, the worst they could say is no, but you never know, you might try it. I'm going to give you another resource while we're here, but I'm going to talk about these on the Facebook Live. And the reason why I'm telling you this, guys, because I know sometimes people need, you know, a little bit of extra funding for certain programs, for certain things, and some of the best things to do is leverage other people's money. And one thing I want to talk about on the Facebook Live is real simple. Guys, the rate of these businesses with Bitcoin, okay, will always surpass the rate of a credit card will charge you for their money. Does that make sense? You have to pay back a certain amount every single month to your credit card. But I can bet almost everything I have that your Bitcoin rate, the rate of the increase in Bitcoin that you can acquire using a loan will always surpass what the credit card's minimum payment would be. So, but imagine that. Imagine you get Bitcoin with credit and it goes up by the end of 30 days, it goes up so high or high enough that you can pay back the loan, right? Now let's say you came in at 10,000, Bitcoin was at 15,000, you use 10,000 credit to make an extra $5,000, right? You can pay back your loan, keep the profit, and now you're just betting on free money. The rest of the money you make on that is all money that you earn for free. If you never took out the loan, you never would have made that $5,000 extra to give you that gap. Does that make sense? I'm trying to use simple numbers. I know I haven't had a few zeros, but I try to have people think a little bit bigger. Go ahead. Who's that, Mark?
Yeah, that is just called good debt versus bad debt. Bad debt is.
Where do they teach you that at? Real estate.
I'm sorry?
I said, where they teach you that? They taught me that in real estate.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Guys,
just like OPM.
That's it. Other people's money.
Yep.
Not OPP. That's
right. Naughty by nature.
All right. OPM, other people's money. Okay, there's good debt, bad debt. Good debt, the good debt and bad debt. Real simple, and then we'll get into the rest. Good debt, you use the money, you get a $50,000 loan, you use it to buy a rental property. Bad debt, you get a $50,000 loan, you use it to buy a car. Okay, the car will never, unless you're doing Uber, that's the only exception, or a taxi. The car loses money and you still have to pay it back. The house will get you money, it'll give you a cash flow every month, and you can pay back your loan. And you own a house. All right, good debt, bad debt. That's it. Consumer debt is usually bad. Investing debt is good debt and is good. So, and I gave you guys another link, nerdwallet.com/credit cards. Okay, and one more, and I'll save the rest for the Facebook Live. I have a whole bunch of resources. I'll give you one more. Credit. I know you guys heard of this. Credit Karma. I know you probably heard of it, but the reason why I mentioned Credit Karma, let me make sure that everyone's getting this message. The reason why I mentioned Credit Karma is because you can run your credit for free. You can check it yourself, and Credit Karma will recommend a card or a couple of cards based on what they see on your credit report. They're not going to give you something that you're not going to qualify for. So if your credit's okay, they're not going to recommend American Express Platinum. They're going to recommend a card based on your qualifications that will most likely approve you. That, guys, I swear on everything I love, that's the first, using Credit Karma allowed me to get my first credit card, because they gave me the right card that I was able to qualify for based on my bad credit score. They said Capital One takes people just like you. In other words, they try to say it nicely. They didn't call me a dirtbag. This is based on people like you. Capital One is what you need. I took it. I started off with like $600. I'll be honest. It was like 600, something like that, credit. I still have that same Capital One card till today that Credit Karma got me 3 years ago, and now I have a $20,000 credit line on there. Okay, so this stuff works, guys. I'm telling you, I gave everyone here 3 resources. If you're looking to make the best good debt decision right now, take any opportunity you have to take advantage of this and buy some freaking Bitcoin or anything and use it for something, okay? Because that will increase in value and you'll be able to pay back these loans. Matter of fact, if anyone here gets approved for PayPal Working Capital, I'll buy the Bitcoin for you. Send me PayPal and we'll get your Bitcoin. All right, so I'm cool with that. That's just some resources, guys. Use them. They don't charge. PayPal Working Capital doesn't charge. I think they charge like a one-time fee to lend you the money, but that's it. It comes out of the loan. So, and NerdWallet, same thing with Credit Karma. They help you find appropriate offers based on your credit score. Just throwing it out there, guys. Don't do it to go buy a car that you can't afford. Do it to buy some Bitcoin or something like that. Make some money with it. Any other questions? Anything going on? Dios, you want to give us a couple tips on that leadership stuff?
Yeah, I can give you a few things on leadership and what's working for me. First, before I jump into that, I can tell you guys real quickly how everybody here should get at least 1 to 3 sales this week. You know, how's that? You guys have probably, for however long you guys have been promoting this, you guys, I'm sure by now have talked to at least 10 to 100, 500 people. I don't know, within the last few days, weeks, or months since you've been in Extreme Coin. Well, I would start hitting your email marketing game with all your follow-ups. With, I mean, you got to be able to gather people's attention when you're sending out emails and subject lines. But I would that's something I'm doing this week is putting a huge subject line, limited time offer or something exciting news, and just hone in and nail the subject and the news update that it's now cheaper to join this amazing opportunity. That's it. I mean, every single one of you have been promoting this, have been working this for weeks, days, months. I don't know when you joined, but you got to have people who have been inboxing you, asking you for more information, people who said, I don't have the money, it's too much right now. Whatever reason they gave you, hit them up this week and tell them, guys, I got an amazing opportunity that this business just did. You can now join for as little as, $370, $380, $300, whatever the dollar amount is because of the new level. So that's one way right now. Every single one of you, I don't care who it is. If you've been doing this for a few weeks, you got to have at least a dozen people who are leads, who are warm leads that has a relationship with you. I've been following you. They've been seeing what you're doing, and just push it. Again, one of the things Alfredo said that I do very well, and that's number one in anything, guys, is communication. Whether it's your relationship with your significant other, anyone, you got to have great communication. So I communicate with my team. I've got Skype, I've got WhatsApp, I got text messages, I got email. There's multiple ways I communicate. We do Zoom meetings. So communication is key, and communication with your leads is also key. So if you got anyone who hasn't signed up, there should be no reason why they don't sign up now. And when I say communication, you got to be aggressive. People just want to be told what to do. People say sometimes salespeople are pushy salesperson, or just salespeople who haven't built a relationship with their customers. If you've built a good relation with your customer, you can be pushy. You can literally tell people, look, I need you to do this. And they're going to do it. Guess what? They're going to do it. They're going to say, you know what? He's right. I need to jump on this right now because it just dropped down to $380. He's made already 1 Bitcoin or 2 Bitcoins with this business. Whatever it is that you made, or if you haven't made anything, that's fine. Just share what other people have made and say, you're only 1 or 2 people away from cycling and making whatever it is that you're going to make. So, communicate with your team. Communication is key in any leadership. You guys all work for either a great boss or a bad boss. The great ones, I'm pretty sure, communicated very well with you. So, and realistically, great bosses aren't bosses. They're typically looked at as leaders, which is what you want to be. The other thing I wrote down here just real quick, the second thing is stop being afraid, stop doubting yourself. I was there where you weren't getting the conversions. You're not sure of yourself. Believe me, that's normal. That's fine. Just stop doubting yourself and know that you can do it. Every single person here can do it. The last thing is consistent. I mean, that's basically, Alfredo asked me for 3 big things. Communicate with your team. You got to stop being afraid and stop doubting yourself and stop worrying about what naysayers are hating. Or if you get occasional person making fun of your video or saying something that this is a scam, ignore them, forget about them. Look, you could get made fun of your appearance or whatever it is. Who cares about them? At the end of the day, I just say I hope them the best. But, stop being afraid. Stop doubting yourself. Many of you guys I've seen here week over week over week, so I know you have what it takes. Why? Because you're consistent joining these and coming to these. If you weren't sure about this, if you had no idea about this, if you didn't believe in this or you didn't believe in yourself, you wouldn't be here. I mean, that's just the fact of the matter. So don't doubt yourself, do it, but you also have to be consistent. And when I say consistent, I don't want to necessarily say you need to be busy. Underperformers are busy. You need to be productive. You need to be good with what you're doing. If you have a specific daily method of operation, you've been doing it for a while and you haven't seen any changes in your results, dig in and find what it is that maybe is working, maybe isn't working, and change things around. Because doing the same thing over and over and over is the definition of insanity, and you never want to continue to do the same thing and not see any different results. So change it. So, but stay consistent, but make sure it's productive consistency because, again, I've known many, many people. I've led many teams, and I've seen people always say, man, I'm just too busy. But yes, they just don't know how to manage their time, and they don't know what they're doing wrong. Find out what you're doing wrong, and you're going to move closer to winning. So that's basically it. That's all I can say. So all I can tell you guys, you should all be getting at least a couple people very interested in joining. 0.02 is $350 to $400, depending on how Bitcoin is trending for the day. I would just hone in on a message. Your message has to be very simple, quick, specific. Join now, getting now, before this goes up in price. 0.02 should be no excuse. This is the way, you can say something. If you haven't had the results, just say, look, now's the time to act. It's only $300 and some to join. This is the same business that many of my team members, if you want to say team members, many of my downline, whatever it is, I don't care what you say. Never say, like Alfredo says, don't say my mentor or my sponsor. Just say my members. This is the same business that's made people $15,000, $20,000, $30,000, whatever it is. You see the results. Business partners, like Billy says, whatever it is, but say, guys, there's an amazing opportunity to come in now at only $300 where all of my business partners or many of my business partners have made anywhere from 0.30 Bitcoin up to 2 Bitcoins, and that's it. Simple, sweet. Put some exclamation points, all caps in the message, the big messages, and hit your email inbox. Go to all your private and personal messages. If you text message people and hit them up. I mean, there should be no reason you shouldn't get a couple people joining in. And I'm telling you guys, you only need a couple people. And if you're communicating with your team and they're following you step by step, level by level, you're going to get all 7 matrices to cycle for you and making 15, 16, 17 Bitcoin, which again, like I said, is over $250,000 within the next few months, within the year. So that's it.
Hey, before we end this in a few minutes, guys, Billy said it as well. You have a list. All those people that accounts, they're in your back office, whether they joined or not. They are there. Their emails are sitting there. Okay, I myself physically grab each and every email. It might take me a few minutes, or maybe I might pay one of my kids $40 in Bitcoin to do it for me. But I simply grab the email and put it on a spreadsheet. On that spreadsheet, when I'm done taking all the emails, I simply just upload them to Aweber. I'm going to give you guys a tip. I said this before. Let me just tell you one more time, okay? Yeah, James, I got you. So let me explain something, and then I'll get to you right now. All you have to do is have 2 lists in your Aweber get response. 2 lists. One list is for all the leads that come in through your funnel. In the back of Aweber, there is a list automation rule. Okay, so now let me go back to the 2 lists before I jump to that part. 2 lists, leads and members. That's it. Extreme Coin leads, Extreme Coin members. The point of list 1 is to get people to list 2. Okay, so all your messages in the lead list is getting them to create an account and to activate. Once they simply create an account, they should be removed from that list and moved onto the members list. Okay, once like Billy said, there's optional inactive members. I just have 2 in this case, and my message is just, you're in, awesome. Come to the webinars, come to the training, and if they're not paid, we try to get them into paid members. But if they created an account with a Streamcoin, they are considered a member. And now in Aweber, there's an automation rule, and you get response to it. It's a little more complicated. Aweber, simply, if you go to list automation, there's a rule that says when the members subscribe to one list, remove them from another. So all I do is on a day-to-day basis, when I have new members come in, I grab each and every email, I put them on the spreadsheet. Okay, it's usually like 10 to 15 members at a time. I upload them into Aweber, into the members list, and what Aweber will do is remove them from the lead list and keep them on the members list. The lead list should be about joining the business. The members list should be what to do next. Welcome to the team. Here's what you do next. Here's how you buy Bitcoin. Here's the levels you should join. Here's our Facebook group. Here's my contact information. Here's our Sunday night training, whatever. If you have personal training, even better. If you guys created your own training for your own members, even better. Your own Facebook groups, whatever. The lead list should be stories, testimonials, reasons to join. After they get off the lead list and they go to the members list, is welcome to the team. Here's the Facebook group. Here's what you need to do next. Here's what you do now. And send them testimonials as well so they can see what other members are doing. Okay, it will motivate them to start getting active and start doing something. Okay, that's it. I do this with every single business I ever join, ever. Okay, I create 2 lists, one for leads, one for members. And I tell myself every single day the objective is to get as many people off the lead list onto the members list. Now, you have basically a buyer's list on every business you do. Okay, and you remove the leads and put them on your buyer's list or members list. Those are people who joined. Those are people who took action. Those are people who paid. Then what happens next, Billy? You take all those lists, right, and you put them into Facebook and you tell Facebook, find me more people like this. Okay, and that's it. And then you rinse and repeat and you start to 10x your results, because now you could spend money, okay, to start finding more people who clicked, who joined, who paid, who have credit card, who have Bitcoin, who have something. That Facebook, whatever these people have in common, I need more people like this. Okay, and you raise your budgets. That's it. If you're making $100 a day, you should be spending at least 50. Okay, and keep reinvesting. That's it. It's really no magic motion, lotion, potion, whatever you call it. It's simply just getting enough people on your lead list and getting them onto the paid members list. That's it. In any business. This one, the next one, the one you do after, the one you did before. That's it, guys. Okay, so James, you have a question. Go ahead, brother. You can speak. And then if anyone has anything else to say, you're more than welcome to.
Hey, while James turned on the microphone, I just thought about something that came to my head as Alfredo was talking. One success I've had are Zoom webinars, are doing Zooms. So if some of you want, and you think about it, if you don't have a Zoom, just hit me up individually. You can use mine and shit. Maybe I'll join your team and invite some of my leads. But one very powerful way you guys can take advantage of this new entry-level offer is just start to tell your people, I have something exciting to share with you, and invite them to a Zoom and decide a day to do a Zoom. So lots of people like to hear something quick, simple, where there's not too much information, but they just need to attend something. And then, in a Zoom meeting, you show them, you present them the offer and just tell them, guys, I've been sharing this opportunity with you. Now it's unbelievable. You can join for only 0.02 Bitcoin. So that's just something I just thought about as Alfredo was talking. So again, guys, it's all about how you present it, how you word it, how you talk to people. At the end of the day, you just want to get as many people to say yes, to come to you. And like Billy said, the reason why Zoom works is it's just like right now, we're all talking. People can see your eyes. They see your face. They see you. So depending on your body movement, the way you look at it, the way you interact, that's how more trustworthy it is. It's just simple, when I go to my sales day, learning sales and stuff, they teach you how you look at people, how you interact, how you read other people, because that tells you a good idea of their opening up. Are they closing themselves up? So just want to share that with you guys. I have a Zoom, so obviously, I'm not available 24/7 for just Zooms, but I do enough of them for my team. But that would be one powerful way if you have a bunch of leads, is just try to get them into, I got an unbelievable opportunity to present to you that I've been sharing that's gonna blow your mind, and just get them into a link with the Zoom and just present them the offer, tell them why it's such a big deal, show the testimonials and the proof from people who've made X amount, and that's it. That's simple. So I see Alfredo laughing. He likes that.
No. It reminded me of something that we used to do a couple years ago. Guys, I've only seen one team do this, only one, and it was so cool that I was like, wow, this is a dope way of marketing. I'll tell you guys right now, because everyone stood here to the end. This is what we had. All right, everybody has the reason why webinars and Zoom calls work so well, because people are committed to showing up to a certain time. It's like making an appointment to the doctor. The reason why people show up because they have a commitment to show up, right? They have a meeting, they have an appointment, they have a reason to be there. They were scheduled to be there at a certain time, so they get there. So people feel obligated to show up to a meeting at a certain time. But what some people, what we used to do a couple of years ago, was kind of a little different. Think of it as like a prospecting like marathon, a run. Literally, you find your top salesman guy from the group, right? Whoever is the best at convincing people to join. And I have to be honest, not everybody here is as good as everyone else. It's just your skill set can be something else. Your skill set could be designing or putting together ads or ad copy. Not everybody's good at speaking and getting people to close a sale, and that's okay. So find who is on your team. Upline, sideline, downline, I don't care. Ari's pretty good at speaking. He's really good. Darren is very good. He kind of like just makes you want to do it because he's like scares you sometimes. But Darren is good. Some of these people are really good at convincing people why they need to do something. Find whoever is that person in your team, right? And this is what you do. You guys create a Facebook chat group with your top members, your team members, and say, listen, from 2 to 4 or 5, 3 hours or 4 hours, however you want to do it. You guys can do all day. I don't care. We're going to have a Zoom run. And what you're going to do is you're going to start a live Zoom. It's not going to be registered. It's not going to be, a certain time people have to come on. You're going to be on. Your team members are going to be on. Whoever's going to be on. And you're just going to go and post on the wall. You're going to post in the groups. You're going to go nuts for the next few hours and say, don't even tell people, guys, just jump on the Zoom call. Just jump on. What people do that to me, and I'm like, I just automatically, all right, let me just jump on. Like, I usually don't ask questions. I kind of just get on because I feel like I have to, because you gave me the Zoom link. I feel like I have to jump on, right? I don't know what's going on yet, but I feel like I have to jump on because you told me to go on. So it must be something important. All of a sudden, you're in a call with a whole bunch of people who are talking about how to make money, right? No one gave any specifics. It's just like, this is what's happening. So what I'm trying to say is you guys get together and decide, listen, on Wednesdays from, let's say, 5 p.m. to 8 p.m., we're going to have a Zoom run. And what you're going to do is you're going to open up a Zoom chat, and you're just going to open it to anyone. Say, guys, just bring people on. So the people who need members, they go to their Facebook Messenger list. They start hitting people up. They start emailing. They start going on Skype or Facebook or whatever. Say, guys, jump on right now. Something exciting is happening. That's it. And just give people a Zoom link. You see what's happening. Just jump on and check it out. And then they come on. The first thing they see is your face. They see people from the team. They see people making money. All you guys edify each other, right? And just start getting people excited about the opportunity. They had no idea what it was before. Forget about a lead capture page, page, forget about a presentation or something. They're just jumping on and seeing your faces from the beginning. They have no idea what it is, but right away you guys get coming and you guys are excited and talking about the business. When someone new comes on, let's say I'm hosting the Zoom run, and Billy brought a new member in, right? He'll message me, say, hey, I just got this guy, Michael, to jump on. I don't know who he is. He hardly knows who he is. He messaged him. He's interested. Guy, just hop on. Michael hops on. Billy says, hey, man, I just got my buddy, this good friend of mine, Mike, was very interested in what's happening. Guys, welcome him to the group. They're already welcome. They don't even know what it is. They're already welcome to something. They're like, wow, okay, this is cool. And they see Billy's face. They see my face. And I'm like, hey, Michael, nice to meet you, man. I'm glad you're here. Man, you're here at the right time. There's a perfect opportunity. Everybody here is making money. And this is a lifetime, life-changing opportunity for everyone. And, you know, what can we do for you? Like, you know, what questions you have or whatever. Just get right into it. Forget about a scheduled presentation. Forget about showing them slideshows. Just get them in, get them excited, and, you know, anything they need help with, because everybody's different. Maybe they know about this stuff. They just need Bitcoin. Maybe they have Bitcoin, but they don't know what to do with it. Maybe they got money. They don't know what to do with their money. Maybe, who knows? But it's a good opportunity for you to show your face and get their needs met right there live on the call. And here's what you want to do to add to it is you activate them right there on the call. Say, man, what's up? You know, hey, listen, I'll tell you what, hit screen share right now. Let's get you started right now, right here. That way there's no confusion. Nothing can get messed up or nothing. So look, we're going to do this right now while we're live. I even get you Bitcoin and everything right now while we're doing this. Get them activated. Walk them through the process. Welcome them. Congratulate them. They just started. They took action. They're excited. They made everybody's faces cool. Hey, you know anyone else interested? Bring them on the Zoom call. We'll hang out for the next couple hours. We're here. Let's get them in. They go and they message their people. They bring more people in. And you guys just have this whole room of people who are just prospects. They never got an email. They never joined anything. They just was told to hop on. That's it. And people just come on and they're like, what is all this? What's this party happening? So, man, people are just joining. This is what's happening. You know, the movement's happening. Just a thought, guys. There's not too many people that are doing stuff like that. But I think that if you guys do it, you'll change the way things are normally done when people have to come at a certain time and be here and there's a presentation, a slideshow, and this boring guy talking. I think just come on and just get people excited, man. You know, definitely give it a run and open these Zoom calls for everyone. Whoever is, if you have a team member who has one person that's interested, just give them the link. Hey, guy, just hop on. I want you to meet some millionaire friends of mine. Right? Like, imagine some of these people never spoke to people who are seven-figure earners before. All of a sudden, they hop in a Zoom call and they meet them face to face. It changes the whole reality of what they're used to. Say, guy, you know, hey, I just want to meet Alfredo. He's a multi-seven-figure earner, and he's here hanging out with us tonight. And that's how transparent we are. All of a sudden, I don't know who this person is, but I'm welcoming them. I'm talking to them. I'm being open and honest and transparent. They're like, wow, this is a really cool atmosphere. This is different. People just usually email me shit. You guys are here hanging out on Zoom live, and we're just kicking it. So just throwing that idea out, man. I think if you and your team schedule, you know, a Zoom run once a week and just add everybody on. Like, it's not really for you. It's for your team members who just don't know how to prospect. They struggle with recruiting. They struggle with explaining the presentation, all that stuff, whatever it is. But all of a sudden, they hop on a Zoom call that you're running, and they hear it coming out your mouth. And you guys, you have to learn how to edify each other. You know, so let's say I'm running a call and Billy brings on somebody. I'm going to say, hey, you're Billy's boy, man. Man, Billy is a man. Billy is a man. He's running this thing. He's making money. He's just a man. He's one of the top leaders in the company. You made a wise decision, so you edify each other. He comes and edifies me. Hey, you know, Mike, you know, I just want you to meet my seven-figure buddy, Alfredo. He's showed me the ropes. Me and him, we've been killing it together, and this is just an awesome opportunity for everyone here. You're at the right place at the right time, so let's get started. Like that, and it's almost like you feel like you have to, you know? So it's just a good idea, and it's a good strategy, and I promise you, if you guys try it, you might see some really good results. I think it's just very, like I said, it's very personal. It's very like in-your-face marketing. Like these guys are just jumping. How many people here? I jumped on like so many Zoom calls with all you guys, and it opens up new things. Like, wow, we're here together. Like, this is Alfredo. I'm not just a name in a company. I'm not just on the leaderboard. I'm not just some guy. It's me. I'm here right now. Hey, what's up, man? I'm so happy to meet you guys. You know, let's do this together. So he said we could do a Zoom in French. Hey, whatever language it is, I can't talk it, but I'll just smile and say what's up to everybody, But I definitely think that it's a strategy that's worth trying. Any feedback on that?
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Awesome, man.
Yeah, this would be great.
think
I just want to share. Sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead. Whoever wants to talk. I think Billy, you was gonna say something. You're muted. We don't hear you.
Billy, unmute yourself.
I think he was. I think his mic is not connected.
All right, I just unmuted him.
Try again, Billy. It might be his microphone.
I'm seeing double deals.
Did anybody think that's yeah, I answered James. Well, not
Alfredo,
really.
that's outstanding. That's an outstanding idea. That is hot, because so many people now, they may have come into the business and they have the tool, but they got to figure out how to get in front of the people. And through funnels and ads and all that other stuff, you just gave a whole nother way. And I'm not gonna make any promises, but I heard you.
All right. I think it's just, it's just a different twist, man. I don't see many people doing it. People usually do things the traditional way. They put them through a whole funnel, which is cool, and then eventually end up on a webinar and they end up somewhere,
Right.
For James, he said his question's unanswered, but that's more of a private question. So why don't you just hit me on Skype, James? Hit me on Skype, check your message. I gave you my Skype ID. So go ahead and hit me up. I'll write it again to everyone in case you guys don't have it. That's my Skype ID. It's better to contact me there more directly, because with Facebook, I only go in there once in a while, and it's usually just random people asking me marketing questions. So your message will get answered a lot faster on Skype.
Before we go, I think one thing you said that was huge, and I hope you guys all heard that, is that your team is not just your downline and the people you brought in. Your team are people to the side, above you. I mean, like Clint Humphreys. Clint was not my downline or anything, but the second I saw him pop up in one of my matrix, Clint, what did I do? I hit you up and I told him, dude, you're right below me. And so was Carlos, another guy in another level. And, look, whether we work together, at the end of the day, I just told him, dude, I'm above you. So whatever I do is going to help you. Whatever you do is going to help me. And it's all about teamwork and working together. Actually, Billy, I forgot to tell you, but on Saturday, Nelson, you were under me in the new level 0.02, and Nelson just fell down below you. So, don't be afraid to reach out to the person below you if they're not your downline, if the spillover happened that way, and just reach out to each other. Reach out to Jeff Reese, to Darren, to all the other guys. They're not my downline. I didn't bring them in, but they're one way or another. The matrix fell where I got the spillover, and they came under me. So I just reach out, work with them, and work just to get some teamwork going, some brainstorming, and see how we can both help each other.
Okay, so I'm in your O2?
Well, I cycled, so I'm gone. But, yeah, Nelson, I think in the 0.02, you got Nelson, my leader, underneath you, who's going to obviously help fill out those bottom two positions. So,
okay. I didn't even check that out yet.
Yeah, I guess you haven't signed in.
Hey, Deals, question for you.
Yeah, Mark.
How were you able to see contact information on the spillover people? Now, if I brought them in or one of my people brought them in, then I would see that. But you were able to see contact info for the spillover people?
If you hover, so like, yeah, I can probably share. Hold on.
See, I'm on my phone most of the time, or a Samsung Note tablet. Maybe that's part of the issue. So it's better on a computer.
Hold on. Let me see if I can real quickly just show you. So, like, for example, if I, like right here, here's my 0.02, my 0.05. I've got Clint Humphreys and Carlos here. I mean, it's pretty simple. I know who Clint is, so I easily knew who he is. So, but if you hover over the name, I might be.
Yeah.
There we go. If you hover over the name, you're going to get some of the information, and you can reach out to them that way. Well, you really only get their username and when they joined.
Yeah.
But like that's like what I'm saying is like, for example, I have Carlos and Clint up. I mean, like day 2 or day 3 of launch, and I just hit them up and tell them, look, guys, I just want to let you know, because Clint has no idea that's me above him. He has no idea. Same thing like right here in level 3 here, I have no idea who's above me, and nobody's hit me up. So I don't know who can help me or who I'm helping, because at the end of the day, these 2 positions is somebody's bottom, left or bottom right.
Right.
Hey, let me point something out while you're there. Stay right there. Don't move. Go back up. Okay, check this out. Clint, for example, you're watching this. I want you to realize how the matrix works. So Clint has no idea, and this is great because sometimes leaders end up crossing paths without even trying. So this is an example. I call this the sandwich effect. You got Dios is one leader. You got Clint, who's not direct to him, and then he's in the sandwich of another leader of Dios, right? So you got Dios, that's his team, and then he's sandwiched. Clint is in the middle. He's sandwiched by another one of Dios's leaders. Now, Nelson has to connect with Dios, but Clint is in the middle of that. So what's going to happen? The next time Nelson cycles, which I know for a fact is going to happen, right? Nelson is Dios's biggest heavy hitter right now. He's going to land on Clint's right side. So there's a good chance that, well, this level obviously takes more time, but on the lower levels, when this happens, there's a good chance that Nelson might even fill up Clint's whole matrix just by himself. Okay, because Nelson has to follow Dios wherever he goes, but Clint is in between that. So that happens a lot. Now, to answer your question, Mark, if anyone, all right, you won't see the indirects. You won't see the indirects emails. They don't give you that information. If they're not in your downline, you don't get that information. But if there's someone in particular you want to reach out to, just shoot me a message, give me the username, and I'll find the email for you. If you need to reach out to them for that reason, not to solicitate them, but if they're on your matrix and you want to reach to them, then give me the username and I'll help you find them.
Okay.
I have a quick question about that, Alfredo, please, about
Yes.
the matrix that you show. For example, if he refer another person, he has a choice to put it in the right side or the right or the left side?
No, it's automatic.
Okay, so that means, okay, we cannot decide to put the person in the side that we
No,
want.
the matrix is forced, so they have to go in the next open spot. The only way this matrix will, like if Carlos Lopez brings somebody, then you would see one under him. That's about it. But if you bring in people yourself, it goes in order. It's a force matrix.
Okay, but in that example, for example, if Dios he refer another person in that situation, in which side he will be this person?
He's gonna go under Clint again.
Okay, automatically. That means in the left side, right?
Yes.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah. Every matrix goes from left to right, unless Carlos directly sponsors someone. Then it's gonna go on Carlos's left.
Okay, got you. Thanks.
No problem.
Alfredo, quick one.
Yeah.
I know you're trying to close.
No, you're good, man.
How much I know you talked briefly in generics, but how much activity, acceptance, and activation has there been with the leaders and the heavy hitters in Extreme Coin for activating the 0.02? Because
most of them already did.
Members group, I didn't see a lot. I was trying to get people to do snapshots of their 0.02 empty, just to let other people see that people were doing it, but nobody else did it. But I think that would kind of feed the frenzy that'd be a good way for us in the pre-launch group and in the members group for all of the leaders, especially if you haven't started filling out your 0.02 matrix, to take a snapshot of it empty and say, I'm on the road, I did it, and here it is, I'm part of the club because I did the 0.02. And more, there'll be some fear of missing out. There'll be maybe a light bulb will go off on some people's heads that, hey, it is less. And, when it flips, I can upgrade or use that, whatever. You know what I mean? Let's promote the 0.02 by taking snapshots of our matrix and post them in
both. Of course, everybody can do that. And the more people see it, the more they're going to realize there is something happening. Totally agree. But most of the leaders who have teams, most of them activated their 02s. Remember, guys, there is no email or notification that's gone out to the inactive members yet. The only ones that know about this are people who've actually created accounts and paid to be a member. So there's a very big portion of people who haven't been able to pay that still don't know this level exists. So we're still giving you time to get on that level before that happens. We don't know. We have no idea how many people are going to jump on that level after that email goes out. So just letting you guys know. So all the leaders, all the people that have teams, everyone here has the first dibs on getting that level. Again, if you don't want to promote it, that's totally fine. It's not going to stop anything in your business. You can continue to move forward with how you're doing.
Alfredo, I have a question. If our sponsor decides not to join, how do we move forward?
It's irrelevant. You can activate it yourself, and your team will follow you.
I thought because remember you said the system would stop us, or would?
No, it wouldn't stop you guys. It's just there's no connection. If the sponsor doesn't have
I get it. Okay.
Yeah, you just end up kind of in a limbo account, and there's no connection with you and the next person. So you have to connect with you have to go directly underneath your sponsor if they have that level. If they do not have it, then that's their loss. That's fine. You can still go ahead and proceed. Just all the people that are direct to you, make sure you have it first.
Okay.
but it won't stop anything for you. That's all.
Thank you.
All right, guys. James,
let me follow up with what Dio said. You know, and we've said this in previous meetings, and that's if you see somebody drop in on your matrix, don't be afraid to reach out to them. You know, reach out to them and team up with them. You know, psychologically, it gives them a little bit more motivation to continue moving.
Yep, absolutely. Reach out to everyone. You never know, because like I said, there's no way for them to know who's on top of them. It's just impossible. So let them know, hey, by the way, you landed on my matrix. You're on my right side, or you're on my left side. And guess what? I got a couple team members that are about to cycle. So let's work together on this. There's a lot of strategy behind where people fall. If you guys really think about it, you can get people to do certain things if you let them know there's a leader coming in that can end up under you if you was to take some action right now. So just a lot of things, man. You just have to think about it. I learned a lot of this from IC back in their matrix. It was the same concept. It's just, you just got to know how to apply some of these strategies. So pretty cool stuff, man. It's 10:20, so unless you guys have anything else I want to ask. Again, James, I sent you my Skype, so just hit me up there and I'll help you out. And that's really it, man. Guys, Zoom runs. Try it. It might work for you, okay? Literally, just passing the link. Say, guys, just hop on. What's happening? You tell me. There's an explosion about to happen. Just hop on. Let them see your face. Let them see your team members' faces. Everybody be excited. Be energetic. If you have someone who's just down and, like, just not with it, don't invite them to the call. You need people who always got something good to say. You know, in every business, there's always a few bad apples. That's anywhere you go. That's because they haven't had success here or anywhere else. Trust me, their issues didn't begin here with Extreme Coin. They already had issues. They come into another company and do the same thing, and then they go on to something else and don't make money, somewhere else and don't make money. There's people on Extreme Coin that's made a substantial amount of income because it works. So just continue to rock out. Bring people to these calls who are excited, motivated. I always tell people, before you get on a call, have a couple of monster drinks or something, because it naturally will get you, like, you'll be like on fire, like, hey guys, let's do this, You be smashing your laptop, you be acting crazy, and people are like, yo, what's going on? It's Bitcoin, you know, people are acting nuts. But, you know, definitely your mood that you project, all right, is what people are going to get back. If everybody's on the call and be like, you know, this is thing, and Matrix, and, you know, I'm just, man, I go to work tomorrow, but, you know, I'm going to change my life. And I don't know, man, we got bills to pay. Like, everybody's going to come. Why the hell should I listen to this guy? He sounds like shit, you know? So just be excited, man. Be energetic, smile. Even if you only have to smile for those 2 hours and you can go back to, like, laying down and going to sleep and forget about it. It's cool. But for that time you're on the call, man, get excited. Yeah, Darren's full of energy, man. He'll be quiet. As soon as that webinar starts, he's all right, guy. He's on fire. It's like, whoa! It naturally just wakes me up. Like, when I get scared, I say, okay, I guess we started, man.
Alfredo, you sounded just like him too.
That because I've been on so many calls with him. That's it, man. He's right away. Gets everybody. You know, I'm gonna I'm gonna dare him. I said, the next time, come with the symbols, right? And just everybody's gonna be ready to rock and roll, man. You know. But yeah, Darren's a good guy. He's very energetic, and I mean, and you can see his results, right? They follow it his motivation. The guy rocks. He rocks any company he's with because people love his energy. He's very, you know, and he's very wise. He knows a lot of stuff too. So he's just an all around good guy, man. He could be stepfatherish sometimes, but that's just him, man. But he means well. He's a good guy. You know, he never wants to see people do bad. You know, he's a good guy. So anyway, that was great, man. Definitely do these things. And hey, if anybody here is doing some of these Zoom calls, right, the Zoom runs, just hit me up. If I'm available, if I'm not doing anything, you know, that's tying me down, I'll jump on and help you guys out a bit. You know, I have no problem doing that. Just let me know, hey, man, I'm going to be doing the Zoom run a little later. If you're free, just jump on. I mean, I could be outside. I could be driving. I could be doing whatever. But I'll hop on and show my face, and people love that. You know, they just want to see that there's people involved, man. Hey, listen, if I get the car, right, I'll be more than happy to start out and say, look, with this company, I got this. Okay, that's all I got to say. Then I'll hang up. I mean, that's all you have to know, man. Because I swear to God, if it wasn't for Bitcoin and Extreme Coin, I would not be buying that car. And that's the honest truth. I would not be buying it, you know. So it's the truth. I can't make it up. It wasn't any other company that did it for me. It was Extreme Coin, and I'm being 100% transparent. No other company has allowed me to purchase a McLaren right now, and paid in Bitcoin in full, no financing,
you sold
nothing.
For Bitcoin?
Huh?
You sold a Ferrari for Bitcoin?
No, they offered me 100,000.
Oh, okay.
So I'm gonna take it. The guy was British. The salesman was British, right? And here's the truth. I told him, you know who this car belonged to? He said, you know, in his British accent, he's like, who it belonged to? I was like, it belonged to an R&B singer from the UK. I said, it belonged to Craig David. He says, what? I love Craig David. Oh my God. And he looks it up on Google, right? And he finds pictures of Craig David with my car. I said, I told you that used to be his car. He says, no freaking way. Oh. So whether it helped or not, they were excited to buy it from me. So they offered me $100,000. All I got to do is pay the difference in Bitcoin, which it sounds crazy, but it's like, I don't know, 5 Bitcoins or something. It's like, can you imagine that, guys?
Paid for.
Can you imagine? Think about it. I was getting Bitcoin when it was $700 to $1,000. So how much am I really paying for this car? Really, like $4,000, $5,000, a brand new McLaren, 2017, first owner, right? That's what I'm saying. It wasn't because of anything else. It wasn't MCA, it wasn't DA, it wasn't none of these alphabets. It was Extreme Coin and Bitcoin that allowed me to purchase this car this week, you know? So, and the first thing I'm doing for all you race enthusiasts, I'm getting a Fab Speed exhaust put in. I don't know if y'all know what that is.
Yo, did you get the 720S or just the 720?
No, I'm sorry. I didn't get the 720. The reason why I didn't get the 720, first of all, as soon as it hits a lot, it's already sold. They had one, it was already sold, and it's like $350. So they told me, and I said, I'll wait for the price to drop a little bit. I could trade my 570 anytime. They'll take it back. So I'll trade it up and I'll get the 720. But the 570 is definitely, it's fast enough, man.
Oh, yeah.
I searched every single YouTube video. Yeah, the 570 GT, not the S, the GT, which is is very nice. It has the whole glass roof.
Congrats,
so
man.
P1, they have 2 P1s on the lot, $2.4 million, man. It's out of my league right now. Maybe next year we'll be having these conversations about it. But definitely the 570 GT is a beautiful car, and I don't need the 720. He said, listen, unless you're going on track, you don't need this car. It's just fast. But the 570 is beautiful. It has a lot of modifications. And the first thing I'm doing is getting a Fab Speed exhaust put on. It gives me like 40 more horsepower, and it sounds like a Ferrari. So
That sounds really nice.
excited about it, man. But that's it, man. Like I said, paid in Bitcoin. So I'm going to make Facebook Lives, videos. I have a camera guy coming, all of that stuff. And I'm going to keep it generic. I'm going to use this for any funnel. And I think anyone would pay attention to that. So you guys can use the videos. It'll help you out a lot. And like I said, that's just going to be a great marketing move. Look, the Ferrari, I bought it. It paid for itself with all the marketing I did for it. Right? Same thing with the McLaren. Okay, it's the only car I ever bought in my life with Bitcoin. Paid in full Bitcoin. Okay, and it's going to be great for marketing. So it's going to pay for itself. So that's it, guys. Anyone else? Thank you all for hopping on. Do those Zoom calls. Let me know ahead of time. Okay, good question. Programmers and BSL. The programmers had a week off, Mark, so they're finishing up their task tomorrow. Okay, so as far as the system goes, nobody asks about it. It's still there. It's called Get Paid with Bitcoin. It's going to have about 10 income streams in it right now as we speak, and it's going to be generic. The main program we're promoting is Extreme Coin, but we're not leading with Extreme Coin. We're leading with making money with Bitcoin. Okay, so once they come inside the funnel, they're going to be presented Extreme Coin and all the other tools that you guys get credit for. We explained that before. All kinds of funnels that you can just plug your links right into and have them go through the system. It's going to have training, set it and forget it kind of deal. Everything's going to be in there. The programmers, they just need to finish up the payment system. That's what's left to do. Dios has done like hundreds of videos for the back office, all training videos. So you guys don't have to train people on Aweber. You don't have to train people on this, on funnels. It's all going to be back there. Just get people through the front. Okay, it's free. They can create an account for free. They're going to be schooled on Bitcoin. They're going to be educated, led with value first. Right? We're going to be following up with them for you. We're going to be doing Facebook Live. We're going to be invited them to group training. We're going to do all of that for your team. Okay? And anytime they decide to make a move, you guys get all the credit for it. They can't skip around. They can't join someone else. They can't. Once they're in the system, they're locked to you on everything that you have in there.
When is it going to be ready?
We're hoping as soon as programmers finish their tasks. They had a week off because they were working on another project. So I already paid them in advance to do everything, so they're just going to finish up their tasks.
So that could be before Christmas?
I would count on it for January.
January?
Yeah, beginning of January, because we're ready towards the end. And if it comes out before then, we'll give you guys the accounts first, like we did with the O2. We'll only allow the members to get on it first. Make sure you guys have everything in there, everything's working, everything is doing, and then we'll release it to the public.
Let that be a lesson to you. Don't pay them first.
No, they're good. They work for a big company. They're good. They were straight up. They had a week off, so don't worry about it. I already know about it, but they're gonna do their job. They just need to finish integrating the payment system. Guys, keep in mind the system will pay in US dollars, in Bitcoin. So
how much is the system on a monthly?
Dios, how much is it? $50?
50, 49, 50, something
Yes.
like that?
49 for the month or $3.99 for the full year, which saves, I think, like 3 or 4 months.
Yes.
$3.99 for the year?
Yep.
Okay.
So the monthly, obviously you can pay month to month. When you refer people and they become members, you guys will get the commissions instantly. When I say instantly, means as soon as the transaction is clear, because it's paid in US dollars. So we have to keep it at $50. You know, you're going to have a 50% referral commission. So we have to keep it that way. Okay. If Bitcoin is $50 a day, but tomorrow the price changes, it's going to affect your commission. So you're going to get paid right away. There's no wait periods. As soon as the confirmations go through, you guys will be getting paid based on US dollars. So that means the price will never change regardless of what Bitcoin is. So if it's $50 now, it's $50 3 months from now. So we don't have to worry about the price of the system going from 50 to 800 because of the price increase. Right. Okay. So we eliminated that problem.
Quick question. You guys were changing screens, so I didn't quite hear all of the figures. If you want to pay the lump sum, it's $3.99 for the year, but it'll be $50 a month.
Yeah, you could pay up front. And what happens is if you pay up front, you also get commissions if people pay up front. You're saving almost 0.5%. It's 400 for the year. You're saving about 30 something, 40% because instead if you pay $50 a month, it comes out to 600. So if you pay $3.99 for the year, you're saving $200.
And you're going to have like the travel products explained through that.
Everything's going to be in there in one hub, one system.
Good.
And an additional, at least from my count, 9 or 10 additional income streams if your traffic decides to pick up any of the systems.
Right. One last thing before we go. And who struggles with traffic? Be honest. If you struggle, it's okay. Okay.
I do.
Okay, so we solved that for you. We have traffic sources back there, okay? I have a couple of trusted solo ad vendors in there
and they already know about the system. They're in there. They checked it out. They gave it a thumbs up, and you guys will have push button traffic. Okay. Now there's one more thing as far as traffic goes that don't quote me on it, but I believe we're going to have, we should, and don't quote me on it, we're working on it. We would have a kind of a push button traffic for Bing. Okay. Whereas you don't have to set up the ads, but we'll have the ads set up for you. And you're just buying like a, what's it called? What's that word? Not a share, but damn, what's that word? I know these people always send it to me all the time. A co-op. Thank you. Co-op. So you'll be buying a co-op in that traffic.
Oh, that's good. That's good. Wow.
So the point really is, guys, you come in, you set your system up, you set up all your income streams. Most of them you guys already have. If you have Aweber, you have an income stream. If you have ClickFunnels, you have an income stream. All you're going to do is put your affiliate links in the system, so when people buy those tools and stuff, which we're telling them how to do it and why to do it, you get the credit, okay? So you come in, you buy the system, you hook up all your links in one place. They're going to be driven through training. They're going to be shown this, shown that, why they need to do, why do that. You get the credit for it. And if you want to drive traffic, you don't got time to sit there and talk to people, no problem. Just order your co-op, order your traffic, and just let it run. And that's it. Follow-up messages will be there. All that stuff will be there. We're going to guide you guys the right way to get everything done, to try to make it like dummy proof. Even if you're not a dummy, you just don't have the time, everything's going to be there. Chris Romano, I just saw you for 1 second. I just know that are you the fellow from Allentown, or are you from somewhere else? Because I know a Chris, I wasn't sure if it was you. Are you the guy that's in my neighborhood? I see you, but I don't hear you. No, I don't hear you. Your mic is muted. I'm sorry, guys. I just want to know if Chris was.
I just unmuted him. You can talk now.
Try it. I don't think he has a microphone.
No, he doesn't have a microphone.
It's all right. Chris, give me a thumbs up. Are you from Pennsylvania? All right. I know this guy personally. He got started. We're going to hang out on Wednesday. You coming on Wednesday? Great. So I'll see you on Wednesday, man. Good stuff. All right, guys. So that's it, man. We'll be here for an hour and a half. Any other questions, shoot me on Skype, Facebook, whatever you want. And I can't wait for the system to come out. It's going to make life a lot easier for you guys, a lot more money. And we'll see you guys next Sunday. Well, are we coming next Sunday? It's Christmas. Are we going to be here? Dio says no.
I'm sorry. I can't. For me, the 24th is like the 31st.
Okay. I believe I can hop on for some time. If there's people on, I'll be here, but definitely not for me. Okay. So I'll come on Sunday for a little bit next week. It's Christmas Eve. We don't really do anything until 12. I'll be here, and we'll hang out for a bit if people need help. Other than that, definitely I won't see you guys after New Year's. So that's it, guys. So thanks a lot. I'll see you next week. Have a good night.
All right. Thank you.
No problem.
Okay.